Did my makeup and now it's ruined. This is the vlog. It's November 18th. I want to start documenting what I'm going through, how I feel every day, what my family's going through, what my boyfriend's going through. I just want to remember this time in my life, in case I can't remember it again. I guess I'll give you a little background. I have had multiple sclerosis for 10 years. I got diagnosed in 2010, and the first couple years were really rough. I was on a bunch of medications that didn't work for me. I have a few lesions in my brain, a few in my spinal cord. And if you don't know what multiple sclerosis is, commonly use the term MS. It is a neurological degenerative disease. There's different versions of it. Some people have relapsing remitting, which is what I was originally diagnosed with, which means you relapse with a new lesion, but then it calms down, it goes into a remission, and then you might relapse again and it goes into remission. So relapsing remitting. Some people have progressive MS. Some people have relapse remitting progressive 2 relapse. There's other ones, I don't know. I mean, if you have like one flare-up, they're called flare-ups. When you have a new lesion and you have new symptoms, your nervous system, it can affect anywhere in your nervous system, because what MS does is your white blood cells that fight off infection and disease, they turn on your body. They turn on something called your myelin sheath, which is a protective coating of your brain and spinal cord. So if you think about a straw that you would get at Chick-fil-A, it's got that paper on top of the straw. That's kind of what your myelin sheath is. It's the paper to protect that straw from COVID. So when that paper gets attacked by your white blood cells, your T cells specifically, because it thinks that it's part of an infection or part of disease, that area of your brain or your spinal cord starts to not be able to send information to the rest of your body properly. It might send pain, it might send wrong information like spasms or heat or cold or spasticity issues. Or in my case, currently, I have 2 new lesions in my temporal and frontal lobes. So what those are in charge of are memory and understanding speech and language and understanding visual cues around you. Like, I understand that the grass is green. Getting out your words, decision making, all of those types of things can be affected by lesions in that area. I've had MS for 10 years and I've dealt with it. There's different ways to deal with it. I've been on a medication called Gilenya for around 4 years. It's a pill you take every night. It's called a disease modifying treatment, a DMT. And I've been on that medication for 4 years, and I've only had The first 2 years I had clean scans, awesome. Last year I had a flare up, I had a new lesion, but which is okay because it's not a cure. There is no cure for MS. Disease modifying treatments are just to make your life bearable and to make, hopefully, the year that you could have had 5 new lesions, you only have 1. So they try and lessen the amount of lesions you get and the amount of flare-ups you have, and also the symptoms that you get. Maybe they're not quite as bad. I've been on Gilenya for around 4 years, and for the most part it was really good, except this year. 2020, baby. 20 I went for a yearly checkup. I get MRIs done yearly, unless there's a problem. In August of this year, early August, I had an MRI done and it came back with a new lesion in my temporal lobe, my left temporal lobe. I didn't have any super noticeable symptoms, so we let it go. A few weeks later, I had the second issue pop up called trigeminal neuralgia, which is another neurological disease that can be more frequent in patients with MS than the rest of the population. Trigeminal neuralgia is damage to the 5th nerve, cranial nerve in your head, which is around right over here, that you have 2. So because you have activity in your brain with MS, sometimes that activity can damage the 5th cranial nerve that deals with trigeminal neuralgia. In August, I think it was August 27th or 29th, I think it was the 29th because it's Saturday, I woke up with a horrific headache. And I treated it like a migraine. It was stabbing pain in the side of my head. Well, it never went away. And after 3 days of having that, I decided to call my doctors. So they brought me in for a few tests, another MRI in early September. It came back that the lesion that I originally had was not active anymore. Awesome, great, that's great. So I continued, I got on a few medications. They kept upping my medications, oral medications, for the last 3 months. I have never been in pain like this ever in my entire life. Most people that have it, they have pain in one of the 3 pathways. So it's almost like your trigeminal nerve is like a center, it's like a house for 3 other pathways of nerves for your face. This is for facial sensation. When you have damage to the trigeminal nerve, most people have pain, quick pain, in one of the 3 pathways. So there's one that goes up to your forehead, there's one that kind of goes around your eye like this, and then there's a third one that goes around your jaw. And most people will have like a shock wave of pain, very quick, and they'll have maybe like a few quick episodes a day, which can be debilitating. My case is not that case. I have something called atypical trigeminal neuralgia. There's two versions, typical and atypical. I have atypical trigeminal neuralgia, which means I have constant pain at the 5th cranial nerve, the source, and then I have pain in all 3 areas almost constantly. Honestly, I've never felt anything like this before in my entire life, and it has debilitated me to be in bed 90% of the time over the last 3 months. I've been working with my neurologist, my MS specialist over the last 3 months at UPenn. Awesome team, but their specialty is MS. And what I've been dealing with for the last 3 months has been trigeminal neuralgia. They've been putting me on all of the oral medications that I could possibly be on, which again have their own side effects. They make you sleepy, drowsy, like incoherent sometimes, just like real weird, and the pain is still there. So some days it can be at an 8 on the scale, some days I'm at a 2. I'm still working with my graphic design job. My work family there has been amazing. So thank you. I don't want this vlog to just be me sitting here talking to you guys, but I need to fill you in. I need to bring you up to speed on what's going on. So currently, over the last week, a lot has changed for me. Went and saw my general neurologist last week that I haven't seen since he diagnosed me with MS 10 years ago, pretty much. And he sent me to a pain management specialist, which I saw yesterday. Yesterday, we came to the conclusion that I need a procedure called a trigeminal neuralgia block. They're gonna go in with an x-ray and an ultrasound, find the nerve that's giving me so much pain, and inject some steroids and some like nerve numbing, nerve freezing kind of agent, hopefully stop the pain. And if it works, I'll be pain free or close to pain free for like 3 months, and then maybe I'll do it again. If it doesn't work, I'll know within like a week or two. And in that case, we're gonna look at Botox, not cosmetic Botox. Sorry, I'm losing my thought. Possibly brain surgery to fix this problem. Atypical trigeminal neuralgia is much harder to treat. It's just the nature of it. I'm pretty much gonna try anything at this point. So that's where I'm at with trigeminal neuralgia, TN. So I have a lot to process with that. After that doctor appointment that I had last Thursday, I had an MRI, a checkup since September. I really was hoping that nothing was gonna be wrong, but when you just know, when you've had to pay attention to your body for so long that you just know that something's not right. Well, I just knew. I've known this whole time that something's just not right. For me, trigeminal neuralgia just didn't show up, It didn't just like, hey, I'm here, welcome to the party. Like, it didn't just show up. I knew something was wrong. So that is what I found out on Monday night. And it turns out that I have 2 new lesions since September in my brain. And that is the most I've ever had at one time. And not only that, but they're 26 and 27 millimeters long. One is in my frontal lobe, which I think I already said, and one is again in my temporal lobe. It's not the same one because they compare. It's not the same one so this is a third. I have 3 lesions now since August. It's not affecting my physical symptoms, but it's affecting my mind, which is partly why I want to make this vlog. It is possible that I won't be able to remember things, important things, anymore. I already am having trouble with daily activities, like remembering why I entered a room, remembering what I was just talking about, if I actually just said something. And it can get worse. They're both active right now. Until they calm down, until I can get treatment for that, they're active. For me, this is way more damaging to my mental health than if I just had a physical symptom like I used to have, which was like pins and needles down my leg. I can deal with physical symptoms. I can. I'm a strong woman. And I can go to physical therapy for it. But to not be able to trust your eyes, if you think a green light is actually green when you're driving, or if you literally can't remember what you just said, or facial recognition, that's fucking scary. And I know a lot of people who might see this know me personally, and this might be hard to watch because it's painful to go through. But I want to start this vlog so in case I can't remember any longer, I will have documentation of my wonderful life. Because overall it is wonderful. So right now, I haven't heard anything from my MS team about my MRI that was released to me, which I'm very angry about. So I'm messaging on the portal and messaging my other neurologist to seek help, because it's been 2 days and I haven't gotten a phone call. I haven't gotten a message back from that team. I'm over it. So not waiting any longer. So I'm contacting another person on my team, my medical team, to try and seek help on what to do next, because the next few months are gonna be kind of rough and scary. I need treatment to calm my body down. I need the right treatment. I need to change my medication, my DMT, and I need to go through this trigeminal neuralgia procedure. So that's what I'm doing. And not all the vlogs are gonna be like this. I just need to get you guys up to speed on what's going on with me. But yeah, that's today. Welcome to my life. Good morning. Dave's still sleeping. It's November 19th, 2020. I'm gonna cook breakfast. So my one outing a week is Dave's hockey game. He's over there at Chester County Sports Arena. So that's where I'm at. My pain level is around a 4. Once a week I put on makeup and real jeans and I come out and watch my boyfriend play hockey. It's the little things in life. Let's watch the game. Go Ferda! Dave scored 2 goals, but they're ending early because it's a little too hot on the court. A couple fights broke out, which is surprising because they're grown-ass men, and it doesn't happen. They won. Did you see the score, Mom? It was 6-3. I think it was 6-3, but they took it down super fast. Ferda won, and a couple people got a little upset over it. Go Ferda! I'm just sitting in bed. It's November 20th, and I pretty much didn't vlog today at all. But some really awesome things happened. One, I hired a dog trainer. Her name is Lindsay Smith, and she is the owner of Trilogy Dogs. Yeah, I hired her because Ripley is like very fearful and a little bit of nervous energy. She's a great dog, but she has a hard time with a few things. So we're trying to get on top of that. Finally got called back by my doctors. They ordered me to stop Gilenya, my disease-modifying treatment, and they gave me 2 options for another one to start. Acrivis, or Acriveris, I don't know how to say it, but Acrivis, and then another one called I forget the other one's name, but it's only been out for like a few months. So I have to decide which one to start and then get testing done, like blood tests and stuff. Acrebus is a once every 6 month infusion. So that means that every 6 months I'll have to go to a facility and get an infusion of the medicine. The other one is a once a month subcutaneous self-administered shot. So still not as bad as some of the other ones that I've been on in the past, but I think I would rather just get an every 6 month infusion and just be done with it, because I've done the shots to myself before and they're not fun. They're not fun to do, they hurt, and yeah, they're just not fun. So they ordered me to stop my disease modifying treatment because I'm breaking through the wall, they said, that wall. And because my body is in attack mode, they also ordered 3 days of IV steroid. This coming week, contact with the outside world will be very limited. So, oh, and then I also get my trigeminal neuralgia block on December 2nd. So that'll be coming up, and then hopefully I'll have my body back. So I'm about to lay down. It's 7:42. We just picked up a pizza and had a blizzard from Dairy Queen because this week was hard. Dave is playing some games with his friends online, and I'm gonna lay in bed and watch The Crown. I hope you guys are having an awesome Friday night, but that's what I've got going on. Talk to you tomorrow.
Association with Reverend Graham received ash. I'm sure we'll have all that for you, Michael. And you had something.
Good morning, guys. It is November 21st and it's Saturday. So this is gonna be the last day of the vlog, and then I'm gonna edit and start a new one tomorrow for week 2. On my way to my client to do hair and makeup. And then I've got some exciting stuff, but I'm gonna wait till I'm not filming on my phone to do it, to talk about it. Oh, that's on. Your fart is on here.
Well, I told you I was looking to start a business where I come fart and eat your snacks. $100 an hour. Ring, ding, 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 ding.
Okay. So I got the opportunity today to have IV steroids, and I'm taking it. We're doing 3 days of IV steroids. I'm starting that now. The nurse is gonna be here at 2:30. I have to like lock down because it lowers my immune system a lot, and with COVID, can't have any situation. I'm gonna be locked down for about the next week because it can lower your immune system continuously even after the IV steroids, and hopefully this will just calm my body down a lot. That's the main goal, is to just settle my system, because right now it's freaking out. It's attacking my myelin sheath. It's freaking out probably because of how much pain I've been in because of the trigeminal neuralgia, and hopefully actually this will help the trigeminal neuralgia as well. They were already gonna inject steroids into that nerve anyway, so I don't know if it will. I haven't discussed that with the pain management doctor at all because everything's happening so fast. But I'm hoping that it'll just help everything and I can get my life back. This is a good day. So what happens when you get IV steroids is I'm getting it through pen infusion, home infusion. And a big box comes to my house, which already happened. And it's full of all my medicine, the IVs, like it's a whole kit. It's a huge kit full of what I'll need for the next 3 days. They also give you a, one of those poles, those like hospital bag holding poles. I forget what they're called. The infusions take about an hour. Your body, like it's a lot of medicine. Body goes into a little bit of a shock. You start getting really red. I at least get really red. I get hungry. I get kind of angry. So your body goes through changes when you have IV steroids. These are not the steroids that people take for bodybuilding and things. Two totally different things. This is Cytomedrol. This is medical. So for about the next week, I'll be chilling out in my house watching The Crown. The show is lit, and hopefully I'll start to feel better on all accounts. So this is a good day. This is a really good day. Okay, so I got my first treatment of IV steroid. IV steroids kind of suck. You get this like really dry, nasty taste in your mouth, and there's like all this hooking up and de-hooking up and all of this stuff. The nurse was awesome. UPenn, home infusion. I'm really cold right now because getting an infusion like that over an hour like cools your body temperature down because the medicine is cold. We're excited. We're doing good. This video, people are gonna watch it. You guys are gonna watch it. It starts with crying, and over this week, there's been so many emotions. Like you're gonna be like on a roller coaster this first week. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be an intense video, and I'm glad you're here for it. So I'm gonna go and watch The Crown. I'm gonna drink some Gatorade. Need to stay hydrated because IV steroids like kind of shrinks your veins and stuff like that. I'm gonna go and relax and de-stress. Be grateful that I could get medicine today and start my healing process. Bye guys. That was this week, and I'm really excited to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I have an interesting journey for a 29-year-old. You know, it's not flying on planes and going to tropical places, but I still think that I have a little bit to show people. Yeah, I just want to connect with you guys on a different level. These COVID times, our circles are just so small right now, when over, you know, digital media and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, it can grow. So I hope you enjoyed watching this week's vlog, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys. Love you.